welcome back to Underqualified Podcast.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Yoali, and we're your hosts tonight.
I don't remember if we said it the wrong way, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. How are you guys?
Intro. How are you?
I thought you were asking me.
No, I was asking you, but I don't know where I was looking at the.
How are you?
No, you start. I ask you first.
I am doing okay, I guess.
You're much better.
I had a hard week. We lost Wee, my baby. It's okay. We're not gonna talk about things because I'm gonna cry. But it's all good. I mean, I've been coping. Today I had a yoga session, which was really helpful.
Okay.
I was able to breathe in, breathe out, and then have my bestie. I love you, pal. We went to get matcha and betrayed Michelle because
I'm the matcha queen, the fuck, and she's like, she was betraying me because she always says like she doesn't like matcha. I'm the matcha, she's the coffee, so I was like, you bitch.
Okay. I have a reason why I was drinking matcha today. So my right kidney has been hurting a little bit, so my mom gave me some pills, and she was like, "Don't drink coffee." And
I thought you were gonna say because you were sad. I was like, no. I lost one of my kidneys.
No. I'm taking some pills so I can clean out my kidneys because my kidney has been hurting because I don't drink a lot of water. I don't like water. That's my hot take. I don't like water.
That's an unhealthy take, actually, not hot water.
I hate water, but that's okay. I know that my community is out there. People that hate water. Anyway.
Get shagged or something.
Anyway, but how are you, Meech?
I'm good. Actually, I'm very excited because we have new production here at the set. Set, aka Yoali's parents' house. But my beautiful, precious, gorgeous boyfriend gave me a microphone for anniversary gift. So he gave me like a whole production of a microphone for the podcast.
Yeah.
So that's why we sound better. A lot of people were telling me about the audio that every time that we laughed, they had to like turn it down because it was like bumping their like.
We have crazy loud laughs, so hold on.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people were telling me about the audio, so he got the brightest idea of getting me a microphone. ¿Qué te dije? Oh, I was a guest speaker.
Oh,
yes.
Oh my god, shout out to UTEP. Y'all are awesome.
Yeah, I was a speaker for a marketing organization that is called Media Marketing Association or something like that. I don't remember. It's all girlies. So they invited me to do like just to talk to the girls, to tell them about myself, what am I doing, it's in my career and stuff, what did I do in college, blah blah blah. So I did that.
Wow.
Yes. There was like, I want to say like 8 girls, 10 to 8, I don't remember. And then my boyfriend went, my best friend went, my other best friend went.
I couldn't go.
It was at 3 p.m. It was at 3 p.m. Yeah.
I work
you
9
have
to
an
5.
excuse. Yeah. Me too, but Anyways.
Working 9 to 5.
Anyways, the girls were super nice. They were asking me like, what's your favorite thing that you're doing right now? And I told them about the podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, I told them that my favorite thing right now is the podcast because I really enjoy what we're doing. And they were like super interested in everything that we do. I talked about you. I told them about networking, that it's really important. If you're watching this, remember, networking is really important.
Yes, it is.
I told them that you have helped me like get like all opportunities here, and that because of you, like that we were like besties as Minero and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
We ended up doing a podcast.
Yes, I mean we go way back also.
Yeah.
So it's been so much fun. I think we get to share big milestones together.
Exactly.
So
yeah, you were a whole part. Actually, you were in my presentation. There was a picture of you and me from the red carpet. Yeah, it was really cute.
I love you. Oh my She's my bestie.
But going back, Yoali, what's the topic for today?
The topic for today is Zillennials.
Aquí va a aparecer.
Oh. No, I won't. I won't edit that.
Editor in question.
I'm like, fuck this. I was saying that I don't know if it's just my For You page, but I've been consuming a lot of, I guess like TikToks and stuff that they kind of say like, oh, I don't relate so much to like people that are like younger Gen Zs. And sometimes I don't relate to a lot of stuff for millennials, but at the same time I do because I grew up with a millennial at home. So it was hard to not blend those stuff like within what I grew up in.
I'm having that thought right now that this podcast should be called Que no te sientes ni de acá ni de allá.
Yeah, again.
Another episode.
We're in between. I guess we're kind of like in betweeners. Everything. We get a bad rep because we're Gen Z.
Los inútiles, the ¿cómo se dice? The crystal generation.
Yeah, but at the same time, millennials also get a really, really bad rep. So it's like either we get a bad rep or like worse rep.
We get to pick.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it would be interesting. I mean, it kind of talking about how we grew up. I know that you have an older sister. So how is it for you?
Is your sister?
My sister is 30. I love you, Jenny. Hello.
So it's almost around the same age because my sister's 32.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have my sister that she's 9 years apart of me. So it was kind of like the similar situation. But the thing with having an older sister or brother or whoever, someone older than you, is that you get parts of their like story, I guess their generation somehow, that you think that happened in your life, but it happened in theirs. We want to tell you about our experiences living in the in-between of the generation.
So I grew up I've always had like a nostalgia based type of likings and stuff. I've always really connected with like stuff from the 90s and early 2000s. I think I'm still very much in touch with those things. I've been reconnecting a lot with like old music, like old Disney stuff. I've been watching those movies lately and I'm like, oh my god, this was like
so dope.
The days. Yeah, no, truly. And I feel like I was kind of like during high school I used to listen to that type of music, but then I would be a little bit ashamed because I would be like, these are from like I was so little and like who still listens to Disney? But actually I feel like there's like a lot of people that are like, oh my god, yes, listening to Hannah Montana, old Selena Gomez. Ooh, my jam.
I'm actually starting listening more to like, actually Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez is one of my favorite artists. Pero, like, a lot of like Hannah Montana, a lot of High School Musical, every time, it never goes wrong. Camp Rock!
Disney niece! Always!
Actually, our tripod is doing Disney niece right now. Anyways, going back to the 2000 and millennial, there was a lot of movies and cartoons that weren't for our time, but they were like our sisters'.
My sister used to consume those shows too. Like my sister, I don't think she was such a huge like High School Musical fan, but she used to love like Lizzie McGuire. Like I think I learned about Lizzie McGuire because of my sister. Because
those ones are a little bit older.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of an older generation. And I think High School Musical came in at the peak when we were like 6 or 7, and then also like the Cheetah Girls.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love the Cheetah Girls. I still listen to them to this day. I love them so much. But yeah, I mean, I feel like, but there's some stuff that I tell my sister, and my sister's like, I never really liked like Camp Rock, but she loved the Jonas Brothers.
Dios mío, because the Jonas Brothers were Naked Brothers Band. Do you remember that?
I never watched it.
No, I think that's more like, yes, because it was always like at night.
Yeah, it was like, I know that Nat Wolff was in it and everyone loves him, but I don't know, I was never really into it. I think it's because they were like so little. I think I connected more with like shows where like I saw
They were older.
because I was like, oh my god, I want to
wanna
be
be like
you.
them,
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
always liked those things. Yeah.
What was your favorite, like, I want to ask you, what's your favorite movie, but only if it relates like to that millennial core, millennial Gen Z core.
13 Going 30.
You do like that
Yeah.
one. I love that one.
I love it. That one inspired, like, I feel like that one, it really inspired me to, like, go into, like, the editorial stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh my god, being a girl, and then, like, living in New York City, like, and then, like, being able to, like, run your own magazine. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool.
Yes. Pero you were telling me about Mamma Mia. I want to know the story
Oh,
about Mamma
yes! Well, back in the day, I didn't know that Mamma Mia was a thing.
Uh-huh.
And we went to a birthday party of a girl that we used to know. And pretty much we were like 7 years old, and we went to her aunt's house. And I remember that house is very vivid for me, just not because of Mamma Mia, but I also fell and everyone saw my underwear. But either way, we had gone to like boliche, which was like a whole thing back in the day. Everyone loved boliche. And then I remember we were like inside this movie theater.
Inside the house.
Inside the house. And I was like, what is going on? And then they played Mamma Mia. And oh, my brain like left this planet. I was just like, what is this? Stars shined, and I was like, oh my god. And a whole new introduction into musicals. I think that was one of the first musicals that I ever saw that I was like, wow, this is crazy.
That's my favorite movie too.
Yeah.
Of all time. That's super weird.
Well, she was telling me that she hadn't seen it until she was like
15. And then I was like, wow, I think my frontal lobe developed.
Yeah.
I don't know what that movie has, like drugs or something. But
it really does.
Yeah, I don't know what. Pero yeah.
I loved Mamma Mia so much, and I also like, and it was also like another thing that I really connected with like older people, like not just my sister. My sister loves Mamma Mia too, but I also was able to connect with my mom because we went to see the show like when it came here to El Paso, like we went to see it in the theater, and we both fell in love with it. She loved ABBA too, and like I would play that CD all over the house hasta que se rayó. Like my sister was probably sick of it. I was a kid that I don't know. I used to replay a lot of things. If I loved it, I replayed it and I replayed it and I replayed it until I learned every single lyrics of it. And yeah, I mean it's I think it's so cute because it's like now I see it and I'm like, oh, that's nostalgic because I was able to connect with people that are older than me, and also like I have fond memories of it.
Yeah,
so
that sounds really cute. Yeah. My favorite movie at that time, I don't know if it's like an in between millennial and Gen Z. I think it's more like a Gen Z. Camp Rock, for sure. Camp Rock was my password for a few years. Like, I just changed it like a few years back, or like this last year. Because Camp Rock was my blood. Like, I had like a cobija of Camp Rock. I had the pillow. I had some like, I had a sweater. I had, I don't know what happened to me when I saw Camp Rock that I was like, oh. Because like, my favorite artist from all time was Selena Gomez. So I expected Selena to be like what Los Hechiceros de Waverly Place.
Yes, I grew up with that too. My sister loved it too. So it was so good. Much. Yeah.
Pero then I saw Camp Rock and I was like, the fuck.
Demi Lovato's on another level, so I don't blame
Pero
you.
let me tell you something very special that we were talking about. It's Hannah Montana. I think Hannah Montana made something in us that it was like our Madonna from the 2000s. Yeah. I think it was like, no sé, like Hannah Montana was
crack in the blood system, DNA, everything. And Miley Cyrus still remains here, and I'm so excited.
I was telling Yoali that my favorite like lunchbox was a guitar that it was like, it had the strip here, and then it's kind of had like the chords here, and then the lunchbox was the guitar of Hannah Montana.
And it's that guitar!
And we have it here.
Oh my god.
That's really, really
crazy.
That's
crazy. Yeah, no, I mean, I have really fond memories with Hannah Montana. I think Were you there on my 7th birthday? I'm
No,
like,
I don't think
no, we weren't
were.
friends
Yeah.
then, but we used to have the same people around. But when I was 7, I had my birthday party. It was actually like Belle themed, like the princesses. But I got this kit, and it was a Hannah Montana kit, and it had earrings, it had sunglasses, it had a wig, it had it had a little microphone, but it was stuffed. It was the best thing that somebody could have ever given me in my entire life. And then I also had like this box that it was like Hannah Montana, and then it would open it and it would sing. It would sing, "You're a true friend." Oh my god, I love that song. Anyway, but I was so sad because we went on a field trip for school. We had a field trip. We went to the Science Museum. And tell me why I took all of my shit, because I was like, I'm gonna show it off. It was like probably like a week after my birthday.
I think that's the first time you experienced karma.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm the shit and everybody's gonna suck it. And then I ended up sucking it because I lost half of my stuff. And I was so sad that day. But I mean, I think I still have some parts of it, but I didn't recover everything. But oh my god, we'll insert a photo of me too. Like it's like your favorite photo, and that's where I have like the blonde like stuff, and I'm like this. I'm wearing all my Hannah Montana gear, full on. And I see like people like also reconnecting with like going back to low-rise jeans, which I love. I love 2000s fashion. I think we lost it for a while there. Like everyone was like with their high top Converse and stuff, and I was like, what is going on? Bring back the low-rise jeans and all the baddies. And I'm so happy that everyone is back at it again with like little cute stuff in the hair. Like today we did our hair kind of inspired by the 2000s. So like I think this is more it. Like I feel like we were raised by it girls.
I feel it gives you like more personality.
Yeah.
I feel like the culture of the 2010s, it's more bland. The 2010s were like everyone using, and a lot of people still do, I'm not judging, but that they use like just jeans and a shirt, and that's it. But with the 2000s, it was more like your style. You can do whatever with your hair. My mom, my nana used to make like un chorro de trenzas here.
Yes!
And like buns and stuff.
So, I used to wear chonguitos, like super like this, and then I would be like, like 7-year-old be like, no business doing that. But I just thought it was, I think it's so cute. I look back at old photos of mine and I'm like, okay, baddie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I mean, I think we did kind of lose it. That was, I think, where the millennial stuff kicked in a lot. Like, I feel like the mustaches and like, oh no, I don't even want to look back at those photos. But like 2016 was also it. So like, I've been looking back at like
Turnbull. I can never say that. Tumblr? What's the name of that app? Tumblr.
Tumblr?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Tumblr? Yes. Like I was a Lana Del Rey girl, like hardcore. Like I was 12 and being like, tell me I'm your national anthem. No business.
Wait, but I think we're making it so iconic.
It was iconic.
But let me remember you. The Fisher, like, what are they?
The Fisher the tights?
Yeah, no, not the tights. The one that had like squares, like color squares.
Which ones?
¿Cómo se dicen los que llegan hasta aquí? Los shorts.
Oh, like the capris?
Yes, the capris.
I want some again.
Yeah, wait, the capris with like squares with colors. And then one top over another top over another top. We're talking about the iconic stuff as like if we were wearing that, if we were wearing like jewelry and stuff. But no, we were actually wearing those capris over like with 3 shirts and stuff. Yeah, because that was my outfit. Like that was my fit. I would be like,
insert. I'm gonna insert.
Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I didn't break my tooth, thank God. But I'm gonna insert my favorite photo of you that you're like,
Oh.
Oh my god.
If you ask me how the 2000s looked, it was that picture.
Yeah.
Cause I was like a Justice girl.
No.
Do you remember
Justice?
Justice?
I wish I didn't have enough money to be a Justice girl, but I was. Oh my god! Every single time that I saw these girly pops, I was like, "Oh, y'all are gagging
I
me."
wanted to be a model from Justice. I was like, my mom used to like buy me the whole collection of Justice. My pants were like all sparkly, and then my boots were all sparkly, and then my shirt you can like flip around the sparkles.
Oh my god, those were
different
the best! Do you remember the ones that I don't know if you had those? I used to get them from Old Navy. It was like it had like photos of like ice cream or something, and you can scratch them and it would smell.
Yeah. I had one. I had one. That was the core.
Yeah.
Or that I don't know if you remembered, but there was like a nail polish that you put on and it would start cracking.
Yes, the cracking. Oh my god, ew!
I had it on black, and I would put it on top of my aqua blue
and you would
nails,
and you'd be the coolest.
Tell me with all the nails.
Well, yeah. Also, like I think a big part of that cusp between millennials and Gen Z was the music. So, what kind of music did you grow up with? That kind of showed, I think, between that where you relate a lot with millennials.
Like I relate a lot with Spanish music, like
Juanes, that's valid, yeah.
Like Hombres G, like, ay, ¿cómo se llamaba estos de que? Pues sí, all of that, like, all of the Mexican that your parents would listen to.
Yeah.
So I do feel that I was very influenced by Mexican rock and Mexican, like, but the oldies. Pero, like, if we're talking about, like, the American culture, I remember that my sister used to listen to Eminem, so I'll be, like, on the side. But, es que around influence, I didn't have, like, a music taste until I was, like, 18.
What?
I had a horrible music taste. So, if you're asking me about music, I will tell you that I would listen to, like, the songs of Lizzie McGuire. I would listen to the High School Musical songs. Pero nothing like, well, let me tell you, like, I do remember the first YouTube video I watched, because I don't know if YouTube started with us or it was before.
It was, well, we grew up with the internet, so YouTube I think was barely like
when we were
skyrocketing, yeah.
So I remember the first video I watched on YouTube, and it was California Girl.
What a time!
My sister used to like cover my eyes for some parts.
Oh, how cute!
That one and the ¿cómo se llama la de Lady Gaga and Beyonce?
Oh, Telephone.
Oh my god! And that one my sister would cover my eyes too.
Yeah.
But let me tell you about the culture of music videos. It was my jam. I'll be like just watching. Or like any Katy Perry song. I was that Katy Perry.
It was the Vivo era.
Yeah. The Vivo, that's right. Yeah. Every video will have the Vivo era.
Yeah.
Pero, I mean the Vivo logo. But it was like, I do remember like looking at those videos and be like, whoa, is this like music? Oh my god, I'll like have some like Tina Turner from my mom. Because my mom is not that old. So she kind of like was kind of influencing
like us.
Yeah. Pero that's more like, she's not a millennial, of course. Pero like a millennial stuff, I'll listen like a few songs of Madonna. Not that much.
Yeah.
My family wasn't like really portrayed by Madonna. Pero yeah, I was more like, yeah, I'm telling you, I didn't have much influence more rather than like movies and like the new stuff like Lady Gaga, Katy Perry.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of the same. I feel like my sister really introduced me to like all of that music. I mean, and then I heard Lady Gaga and my brain exploded too. Double. I feel like my brain exploded a lot when I was little. Like it was just kind of like that extra exposure that I was like, what? And then I used to be like, oh, like I wanted, when I was a kid, I wanted to be like sexy like all of these women. Like, because they were just so cool. Like, I thought, like, it was, like, I wanted to be, like, able to dance like Britney Spears. I wanted to be, like really cool and, like, rah, 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 like Lady Gaga. Like, I pride myself in introducing one of my besties, Andrea. Well, the same Andrea that we've been talking about. I introduced her to Lady Gaga.
No.
Yeah, and I always say that story, and you're gonna hear it again, Andrea, because it's just, it
I don't know
it just,
story.
yeah, like, it's literally, I introduced her to Lady Gaga with Bad Romance. She went to my house one time, and we had my little desktop, and I was like, do you know Lady Gaga? And then I brought her in, and I was like, you're coming with me to this world.
You're coming with me, but let me know if my parents are coming, because they cannot see us watching those.
My parents did not care. Like, my parents, they were like, ay, sí, no sabe que canta. Like, it's so...
We forgot about someone very special, Avril Lavigne. That was like the girl from the 2000s.
Yes.
I was telling Yoali that there used to be this app. What did you say
it was called Movie Star.
Movie Star.
Yeah.
And you would like put some music and some effects into it. And I remember
that was such a
I'll always
app.
record with Skater Boy. So she was
a skater boy.
I love that song.
Actually, I sang it for karaoke in 6th grade because I was like, oh my god, I have to sing this. And then I sang it horribly, obviously. But
you were like, throwing the mic.
It was a
dropping the
mic.
What about like things? Like, do you remember like stuff?
Los Tamagotchis.
Yes, and I was going to tell you, you actually have your camera.
Oh, I do have a little camera. I think it's my sister's actually. I just kind of stole it. We had it in a box, and I was like, that is so me right now. But it's like a little Barbie one. It's like a little, the ones that literally like pop up to do the flash, like.
Ay, that's so cute.
It's such a cute one.
Pero Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchis.
I had like 2 because they always died.
I never had one.
Those are the ones that you have to take care of. Yeah. I think I got it from my sister. And then I was using it like...
Yeah, no.
Wait, I don't know why I had the thought like about iPod Nanos. They came out when we were kids. Like we weren't even born. The Nanos were like the ones like this, but they were super small and they had like a circle.
Oh, here. I used to not have one of those. I just had like an MP3 player. Mm-hmm. That was another thing. Quemar discos, quemar música.
That was
and then download it onto your MP3 and then jam out. That was so crazy.
Or like because the iPod was from my sister, I would listen to music from the computer.
Yeah.
I'll be like with the headphones, or I don't think I had headphones. I did have like I don't think I did. I don't remember, but I'll be like just like looking at the red the red stuff.
I was like
yeah. I'll be like
yeah, no, and that's so funny because I remember that too very, very vividly. I thought it was the coolest when I got like a little MP3 player and it was purple and it had like a little like una plumita. So it had like the touch screen. It was so funny. But yeah, I mean I didn't I didn't get an iPhone until like I was like in high school.
I was gonna tell you, what was your first phone?
My first phone, it was a brick phone. It was touch.
It was touch?
I had a touch phone, but it was because I was already in middle school.
Ah, okay.
I used to carry around, my sister used to have one of those flip phones.
Ah, okay.
And I used to carry it around and lie to everybody that it was my phone and that it worked. But the thing is,
it didn't work.
It didn't work at all. And then I would be like, at lunchtime, I would be like calling people.
No, Mama, don't pick me up right now. Like I'm meeting with my friends.
Yeah, literally. Little did they know that, no, it didn't work. It was one of those that were like... it wasn't like the ones that flipped to the side.
It was like
it was one of those that like it had the screen and then you would flip it up and then it would have like the little key.
Yeah.
And I was so cool because everybody thought that I had a phone.
Like
the phone.
My first phone was like a Nokia.
Wow.
It was a brick phone, not the brick phone.
The one with
brick phones are the big ones, right?
Yeah.
So it was like a small Nokia. Like a small screen and just like the tecladito and that's it.
And then you had the snake.
I had the snake.
Oh my God,
I did. Pero my mom gave me that phone because she really needed me to have a phone because she will pick me up until later. And sometimes So I did really needed a phone. I got it like when I was like on 3rd grade, I think 4th grade.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a phone until 6th grade because that was when I was living with my parents, like half time in Juarez, half time here. So I would live with my aunt, and then they would be like, they really bended my dad's arm. They were like, she really needs a phone, and my dad was like, no, because my dad was like anti like any technology. I never had a Wii. I never had a Connect.
No,
anything like that.
Wii. It was the best thing ever.
I would live vicariously through my friends. I was so happy whenever I would go to my friend's house.
And they will make your meat.
Yeah. And I was like, yes, you have Wii? Yes, let's go.
Let's play Wii. And they'll be like, no, I don't feel like
it. And I'm like, we're gonna play Wii. I don't have Wii at home, bro. Let me. Yeah, I only had my little desktop. It was me and my desktop against the world.
Wait, but going back to the phones, it's weird that we grew up in all these years and we saw like the whole the evolution of the phone.
Did your dad have a radio?
My mom, no, she had a Motorola that it was like click, click.
No,
Motorola where the radios, right?
my dad used to have a yeah, I used to love those. I used to love that. And then also like the Blackberries. The Blackberries were such a huge
my
thing.
mom had a Blackberry with the little bolita. Yeah. And then she gave it to me and I'll be like, I didn't have any saldo. I don't know what saldo is in English.
Yeah, like any cell. Like cellular data.
Yeah, I didn't have any cellular data and I'll be like, hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Sorry, I had to text my friends. The message wouldn't go through because I didn't have any data, but I'll be like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, my mom used to have, she got a phone that it was kind of, I think it was a Nokia too, but it was the newer generation. No, it was like a regular phone and it had the teclado. But the thing was, for that phone, it was in our household because it was when the filters barely came into the phones. Like, we would take pictures and then you would be able to put sepia, you would be able to put black and white.
Okay.
There was some with borders. That was the original Snapchat for me. Okay. We would be, my sister and I would be like, taking photos. It was so funny because I was just like, oh my god, we really used to geek out over my mom's tiny phone, and now
that's weird. I don't remember having a phone with a camera. I don't remember if the Blackberry had a camera. Did it? I don't
remember. No, I don't think so. But that phone was like, oh my god, you could take photos and change the filter. What?
Do you remember about the first? It wasn't the first iPod, but it was the first iPod Touch. It only had the frontal camera. Was it only the frontal or the back?
I don't know. I only had an iPod 4. I used to have an iPod.
But an iPod 4 had only one
Yeah,
camera.
that one's already touch in front and back camera.
No, because I remember there used to be one with just the front or the back.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I don't remember those. I mean, I was
the first
not
one
in
that
touch
I had,
with those. Yeah.
The first one that I got, it was an iPod 4.
Yeah, and it was cool because I used to have this turtle, this turtle case, and then I also got one that had a Justin Bieber sticker in there. And you'd be like,
hey, sending prayers to Justin Bieber right now. What the fuck is the new Kanye?
Okay, let's not talk about my husband.
Let's talk about Justin Bieber. It was a whole thing in our time.
Oh, Bieber mania! I still have Bieber fever.
Bieber fever. Oh my! Let me tell you a funny dumb story that I don't think I've ever told anyone. My mom used to have the purple shampoo, the one that will make your
hair blonder.
So it was when the Bieber fever was happening. So let me tell you, little Michelle got a small tube, I don't know, from somewhere, and then I was filling it with the purple shampoo, and I think I took a picture of it. I don't know where this picture is at. I think I had it in my desktop or somewhere.
Yeah.
And I put, because I knew I wanted to be a graphic designer since I was a kid, because I will use the Pixar, whatever it was in that time. And I grabbed the purple bottle, with the shampoo, and I took a picture of myself, and I put Bieber fever. I had beaver flood. Beaver blood. Wait, shut up! It was purple shampoo.
Oh my god. I don't want to look back at my Facebook wall from like years ago. I used to be like obsessive. Like it was not it like I look back at it now and I'm like that's not cute, bro.
Wait, I used to have the Barbie doll from
Yeah,
Justin Bieber.
I wish I had that. I did have like the huge Harry Styles poster, like the life size one, and I had it like
The
behind my
cardboard?
door. I kind of realized like, oh no, I'm not that big of a well, I was a huge One Direction fan, but
Yeah.
I
Not
was
as
like
big as
yeah, I was like I need Justin Bieber in my
Send
life
in prayers
always.
to you, my dude.
Anyway.
Oh, by the way, I still like One Direction still influenced me. I still listen like This Is One Direction on Spotify. Or Saint's Still My Boyfriend.
Oh, I was a Harry Styles.
Oh, you were hers?
Yeah,
No,
totally.
I was telling my boyfriend in the morning. Since I was a kid, I knew I liked bad guys. So Saint.
I liked Pretty
Dude.
Boys.
Yeah,
Pretty
you
Boys.
do. Yeah, you do.
I love Pretty Boys. It's just the Harry Styles. I was just like, like the hair and the smile, and I was like, yeah.
No, me gusta los tatuados, like. Nacho.
Malote.
Oh.
Con su tuba.
Trombón.
Ah, tu trombón, puta madre. Bueno. Anyways, but yeah, we were saying that there's like an entire generation that doesn't know One Direction, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's like our Beatles.
Yeah.
Like literally
Literally
you
our
don't know
Beatles.
One Direction. But anyways, like that generation's taking over us. But it's funny because that generation, it's part of our generation, which is the Gen
Yeah,
Zers.
the second half of the lower, well, not lower,
The
the lower
younger.
tier, the lower tier Gen Z,
the younger tier of
the younger, yeah.
Gen Z. If you relate to us, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
But Yoali, our question.
Well, you always ask me first, so I'm gonna ask
okay,
you first.
Okay. Oh fuck, that's tougher. Okay.
I'm like, sorry, I got stirred. I was like, oh, this time I'm gonna do it. Me, Janet, what made you feel underqualified this week?
This week, what made me feel underqualified was the presentation that I did. Actually, I was like, I don't feel qualified enough to give advice to people.
You do.
But I was like, I usually don't get nervous until I get to the place or stuff.
Yeah.
And then I feel it in my stomach. So all my anxiety goes to my stomach. So I was like, exactly just like that. And I was like, I think I need to go to the restroom, but it's my mind. I don't have to go to the restroom. So I felt underqualified to participate, telling them advice about my career, which I feel qualified for, but I feel underqualified to give advice.
Yeah, I mean, we told you guys also we are gonna give underqualified advice all the time because we can.
I felt underqualified because of that. What made you feel underqualified this week?
This week, well, actually today, what made me feel underqualified was yoga.
Oh, I thought the microphone.
No. Oh no, besides
yoga?
Building. Yes, I went to yoga today, and like I had said like at the beginning, but yoga was so hard for me. Like I've taken yoga in the past, but I was like trying to like find my balance, and they were like, lift your leg while you're doing this, and I'm like, wait, no puedo. But like it's so hard because it's all core, and, and I'm like weak as fuck. And then like obviously I give you guys the advice of not going to the gym, but like I'm a hypocrite. I have to go to the gym because I have no core, nothing. Like I'm all limbs, like.
And then they start putting you like some stuff like at yoga, and you're like, the fuck? Like, how am I gonna do that? I thought it was a beginner class.
No, that's the worst part. It's a beginner's class.
That's so crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I've learned that I love yoga, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And
cool.
I mean, I've never been able to do like a handstand or anything like that. So maybe
you should put it as like in your bucket list for this year.
Yeah, this year I'm gonna be baking more, and I'm gonna be doing yoga.
I love that for you.
Yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this episode. I feel like yes, maybe we covered last episode being an in-between, but I thought this was a fun topic and it doesn't, no pierde tiempo. Like,
Yeah, no.
it's relevant to
Something,
everybody.
it's something that you're always talking about. Like,
Yeah.
oh, do you remember the self of blah, 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 blah? Something that it's us. Our
Yeah.
identity, like we said last episode.
Yeah, exactly. And I noticed that people aren't commenting yet their experiences. I need you guys to comment. We started to do something for a reason.
We actually had one comment on Spotify. It was Tori. Gracias, Tori, in telling us what you made you feel underqualified this week.
I'm so excited. I want to hear you guys
But
from you guys.
Please tell us what made you feel underqualified this week.
Don't be afraid.
Or any day. It doesn't have to be this week. It could be next week. Last week, 2 weeks ago, or what?
Or like 5 years ago. It's okay.
Yeah, just tell us your story. We want to hear you, please, guys. And we just want to show you our love because thank you for all the support. Again, we love you so much. And please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We're on YouTube and Spotify.
And we're awesome. So follow us on our socials too.
Yes. We love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay.